Welcome back to Fog Football. Rangers 3, St Johnstone 1. Currently walking back from the game, so if I forget anything, then I'm sure you can check out my live stream, because my live stream will be more of a match reaction to cover it all. So Rangers win, tale of two halves really. You know, we won the first half and we've won the second half before. Well, we won the first half and we lost the second half, so yeah, not exactly the greatest game of football, I'll be honest. I thought the second half was absolutely disgraceful from Rangers, and being totally honest about it. St Johnstone, I tell you what, if they didn't spend so much time wasting in the second half, they could have very easily have grabbed a point or two. I say a point or two, it has to be really a point or three. But when you're 3-0 down, you know, I couldn't even imagine Ibrox, man, if it went to 3 each. But I mean, I tell you what, the place was very split. I think tonight, I wouldn't go as far as saying it split the fan base in half, because I'm genuinely surprised about the amount of people that didn't go out in the 55th minute. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot of people. We are the people. But yeah, we'll get to that later on. As the start of the game, I thought St Johnstone in the first half were, you can see why they're bottom of the table, and to me you can see that they're definitely down. I'll eat my hat if St Johnstone stay up, man, because they're not good. I mean, like, literally our first goal, which is like the first protocol to even talk about here, they're kicking around the back, St Johnstone, right? They boot it out to their right back, who could just easily cut it back to the goalie, but instead, you know what, I'm going to go toe to toe here with Igamani. I'm going to go toe to toe here with, I think it was Igamani, but whoever's doing the Rangers left at this point, just gives away a throw in, quick throw in, gets squared back to Igamani, 1-0. I tell you what, we may have won, right, 3-1, but if St Johnstone don't throw this goal away, the longer it stays 0-0, as we know, you know, the more toxic it would have got. So it would have been very interesting to see what would have happened here. But St Johnstone, the fact they're this low down the league, Rangers are on the back of some disgusting away performances. You think they should have just been told, right, keep it tidy, no mistakes, let Rangers break us down. Do to them at Ibrox what loads of teams do at home to them. But I mean, when you're giving up a goal like that, man, it's actually mind-boggling, man. Anyway, I thought Igamani and Tierney were like the only two players that were any good. Ross McCausland, he came on, Jesus, man, absolutely bogging. You can kind of see why Phil's dropped him recently. But we get the second goal, ball played over the top to Tierney, slides it past the goalie, thought it was going to hit the post and go in, but no, didn't need to hit the post and go in, it just went in anyway. So Rangers laughing at this point, and then the third goal, which is literally just a cross whipped into the box, defender clears it for St Johnstone, and then it just rattles off Diamonde's dome in to the back of the net. Lovely jubbly, 3-0, and within half an hour it's like, right, all focus really switches towards the Union Bears. It could have been another couple of goals, to be brutally honest, but there wasn't, because there's not really much point talking about most of the first half. I mean, that's your 3 goals. Union Bears basically stopped singing. The atmosphere was very, very weird. They only sung when the on-field banner was basically like, I can't even remember what some of the banners said, to be honest. Basically just, the board has failed, the fans have tried, the board are inept, failures, etc, etc. Then there was sack the board, chance to sack the board, and I was just questioning, like, I wonder how many people are going to walk out in the 55th minute. It was very, very intriguing. But then we did eventually get to the end of the first half, and the guy beside me, actually, I don't know, he didn't come back, so he must have thought it was the 45th minute and not the 55th minute, but less said about that the better. But the second half, man, we were awful. We weren't even that good in the first half, like, if we're being brutally honest. And I think what would frustrate St Johnstone is they get a goal back literally as this protest begins. So what you've got is a header, awful goal, which just summed up how bad the first half this actually was, this goal. Because I mean, I tell you what, you look at it, and this goal was awful, guys. Right? Don't make no mistake about it. This goal that we conceded here was absolutely abysmal. Right? Just a free header in the box to a corner. We're awful at set pieces. St Johnstone's literally first chance of the game, and they score it. Then we get the protest. Union Bears walk out, met by a chorus of boos. Then there was some like Rangers chants. You know, follow. There's no, you know. It's just, I was genuinely actually kind of in shock about the amount of people that were booing it, like the walkout, and there was a decent amount of people as well with the Union Bears. But in terms of actual percentage, I would say that walked at the stadium at that point, I'd say it's about 10%. Maybe it was more than 10%, if I'm being brutally honest. I mean, I mean, how many people was in from the get-go? I mean, I'd probably say about, 42,000. There was a decent amount of empty seats. And then you actually factor in, I mean, 10% of that's like just over 4,000 people. All the Union Bears went. And then a decent amount of people in the stadium went. I mean, I actually filmed it on my phone, so I think I'll upload that maybe first or after, I don't know. But it is just, it's not a good situation for Rangers, this, because I knew people wouldn't agree with it. I knew people wouldn't agree with the protest, right, of walking out in the 55th minute. But I didn't think it would get booed. And I think that actually took me by surprise. And it wasn't just, a few boos. Like, if you're a Union Bear, you're probably thinking, why is all of Ibrox just booed us? I mean, honestly, it's almost like the fan base just got... I mean, you can't really call it a half because more than half the people stayed, you know what I mean? But it's almost like the fan base gets split in half at that exact moment. It was very weird, folks, very weird. Don't really know what to make of it. I'm sure there'll be more fallout of it in the coming days, but yeah, I put a poll up. Be interesting to see what's happening there. But yeah, the rest of the game, St Johnstone just time wasted, man. They had their half chances as well. Cyril Desser's awful, McCausland awful, Kieran Doyle awful. But I'm not telling you anything you don't already know, Fog Footballites, alright? But anyway, check out the Union Bears leaving. I'll upload that maybe first or maybe after this, I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to get some heat into me because I'm now in the hotel room. And I need to... I feel like shite, man. I've got the cold before this game. I feel like I've got pneumonia, man. Pneumonia.